I've been asked many times to do editing tutorials, video production tutorials, the like, and I've not really done a whole lot, and that's because tutorials would be about the software rather than the video editing techniques, and I've yet to really figure out how to balance the two topics. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about my #1 editing technique when it comes to making better videos. And this video is sponsored by graphicstock.com. Graphicstock.com/YouTube is where you should go for a free trial to a library of 300,000 plus graphical assets, icons, photos, stock photos, lots of great imagery to help enhance your videos. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. So to get your free 7-day trial and learn more, check out the link in the description below. So my editing tip for you is to avoid a talking head. A talking head is what you see right now, me talking in front of the camera, but nothing else being shown off. That's a little bit different if you're actually like talking about something. For example, I did a what's on my phone video and I was showing you my phone. If I'm showing you something, that's different. If I'm just talking and I am telling instead of showing, that's one of the #1 storytelling rules is to show, don't tell, then that's a talking head, and you want to avoid that on YouTube. While there are a few channels who have made it quite big in various content areas by simply talking about what they want to talk about and not showing a whole lot, maybe to avoid copyright as just some big, crazy, like copyright paranoid mentality, it's generally just they didn't want to edit or make complex videos. There's a couple channels that have been successful that way, but it's fairly rare. The best way to make content that is entertaining, that's something people want to watch, something people want to come back to, is to give them nice things to look at. And you can do that with B-roll, of course, which is the fancy footage. Like if I'm doing a product review and I'm talking about a product, I'll show the nice little slider shots of the product or what have you. But if you're talking about concepts, theories, ideas, where you don't have a physical thing to show off, then you need to express that via other forms of imagery. This is where stock photos comes in. So I've been using graphic stock for a little while now, and again, they are sponsoring this video. I've also been using Video Blocks. Now, they sponsored a video last year, but then I licensed up my own paid subscription and have been using their library quite a bit in my content for going on a year now. And I've used it for backgrounds for when I'm showing off like phone footage or images. I've used some of the stock video. I've used quite a bit, and I'm trying to use more and more. I've also used some of their After Effects project files for some of my graphics as well. It's been kind of great, but this is graphic stock, which has it's one of their partner sites, but it has stock photos and visual and still images instead of footage. And I've been able to do quite a bit to make my videos a little bit more interesting. One of the videos that I will point you towards where I feel I did a really good job of this is my Stay Safe as a YouTuber video, where I filmed like 16 minutes of me sitting on a front porch talking about the subject and reading off my phone. And instead of just showing you that, which is what I could have done and what quite a few people would have done, and the video was important enough, it still might have happened that way if I didn't have anything else. I used my own visual assets, my images of my tweets, my own created graphics to show you #1, #2, #3, as well as stock footage to help, or stock photos to help express the point that I'm trying to get across. For example, when I was talking about security, I showed something related to security. When I was talking about passwords, I had pictures of people typing in their passwords, and I made a goofy little chat bubble to make it more entertainment value, and it seems to have worked quite well. Graphic stock's very, very easy to use. If you want a free trial, go to graphicstock.com/YouTube. You get a 7-day free trial where you can download up to 140 images to keep forever. They are royalty-free images. You don't need to license or whitelist your channel or anything. Once you have them, you can use them forever, and you get up to 140 free that you can use without paying a dime with the 7-day trial. And if you like it, you should extend your subscription and continue using it, because I've found these services to be incredibly useful. So head on over to their website, sign up if you don't have an account, and just simply search for what you're looking for. With one of my videos, which was a video I was editing for my network, a channel review series, I was even searching for vague concepts and still found what I was looking for. For example, I was looking for improvement, improving your channel. And I found some interesting graphics to break up my talking head about that. And then I was searching for like down and dirty, and I found construction workers digging in the dirt. And it's goofy. It may seem kind of cheesy, but cheesy is what kind of helps convey the ideas that you're trying to say, and it ends up working quite well, even if it seems cheesy on the surface. Generally, things are cheesy because they're so obvious, they're so plain, And that's kind of what you need in order to express ideas clearly. They have graphics available in a bunch of different formats depending on the graphic. For example, stock photos will usually just be JPEGs, but then certain like icons and images that can give you an EPS vector file, a transparent PNG, a JPEG. Some of them may even have Photoshop document files for them. And so I've actually used a few of the icons for video thumbnails as well, and it's turned out pretty good. Using stock photos in your editing workflow should be fairly straightforward. You just add it as an overlay layer, add a little bit of motion tracking movement to it. For example, for some of them, I have it start out zoomed in on a specific part of the image that relates to what I'm talking about, and then zoom out to show the rest. Or for some of the photos, I added chat bubbles to it, and then just use a fairly basic, not too distracting transition to overlay the image over top your talking head. And it's fairly straightforward, but the end result, as long as you use them appropriately, don't overuse them and don't underuse them. If you only use one for a 10-minute video, it doesn't do a whole lot of good. But if you use them to break up the monotony of you talking and use some other on-set things to help make your video stand out, for example, popping in when you're making a strong point, things like that, you can highly, highly, highly increase your video production value. So this has been the first of what may be more editing tips, thoughts, ideas, discussions with regards to making higher quality videos. Again, I can do tutorials on specific editing programs, but I think it's more important to actually learn the craft rather than learning programs, because you learn programs as you do what you want to do. You can't learn theories until you're actually taught them or until you've studied them yourself, and I think this is more important to talk about. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to GraphicStock for sponsoring this video. Again, graphicstock.com/YouTube. Get you signed up for a 7-day free trial, download some graphical assets, sign up for their platform to get unlimited access to tons of graphical images, all royalty free, all for you to use forever. My name's been Adam EposVox. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, leave me a comment down below, and get subscribed for more awesome tech videos. And I will catch you in the next video. I said videos twice. That threw me off.